Hello everyone. I'm showing you one of my t-shirts I designed, and it has a pen and a calligraphic flourish. So do I have a future in the fashion industry, do you think? What do you think? How about the hat making thing? This is supposed to sort of represent my thought processes. Kind of. I don't know. But it does hide my double chin. See, people don't notice my double chin when I've got this on. It's quite good. Okay, I'm going to move you around here and connect you onto my, of course it's hard to scratch your head. You hit the things. Anyway, I'm going to move you around, aim you down to the desk, so hold on, don't go away. Fuck. You know, I'm using a selfie thing, and this is one of the things that helps hold it in place, so I have a feeling this might completely fly off. Excuse me. So in my attempts to cram 10 more pounds of shit into my 5-pound bag of my house, I decided to throw out a lot of old samples and jobs, you know, duplicates I did of jobs, and this was one of them I was going to throw out. But I thought I'd share it with you before I go away. This was a holiday card I designed for someone, a family that had a dog named Wallace. So Wallace is shown there in a snowstorm at night, and you open it up and you see the rest of the dog, and Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. So you see that the dog, Wallace the red-nosed dog, is leading the reindeer and Santa on his way over the town there. And then the clients would sign their name down here if they had ink in their pen. If they had ink in their pen, they'd sign their name down here. So, but anyway, I have a hard time throwing away any piece of paper. The reason I have so many of these is I printed these off and I printed them the wrong size. So I had to reprint them the right size. And as you can imagine, this is white paper with blue ink coming out of my inkjet printer, my Epson. I went through gallons of blue ink, I think, to do this run. And but those little $100 printers, my Epson C88 Plus is what I printed this on. I printed on nice paper, not crappy paper. I mean, this paper came in sheets that was 40 inches long, and I had to cut it down and trim it and fold it and everything. But it's longer than a normal piece of paper you'd buy at Staples. So I buy really good paper, and I press the quality button on my printing thing, and I can come up with really a beautiful job that impresses even professional printers with, you know, multi-$1,000 huge offset printing things. So, but you have to, you know, press quality, and you have to use good paper. And I recommend using Epson. So rather than throwing out this paper, which is still good, I'm going to just use the back. Now, what was I going to tell you other than my hat and my shirt? I don't know what it was. I occasionally do come up with t-shirt designs, and I've never actually sold a hat I've made. I've only made them for my own enjoyment. But I think what I might do is go down memory lane with some of my past projects so you can see sort of where my mind is sometimes. So it may seem like I'm doing a commercial for myself, but you can either listen to me advertise myself, or you could watch a commercial on other people's YouTube channels, you know, for the new movie or the new, you know, whatever drug they're trying to get you to buy that has side effects including diarrhea. You can watch those, or you can watch me talking about myself. Now, why is this so bleedy? This shouldn't be as bleedy as it is. This paper is generally not bleedy. It's very humid today. Maybe there's a humidity in the air that's causing that to happen. I can use my blotter. This blotter sucks ink gone astray in the otherwise tidy drafting table of graphic artist Pierre Gustafson. That was my old phone number that I had for 30 years, but I had to change it because of issue. I had to change it. I kept getting calls from an unwanted source. Anyway, this blotter sucks ink. So blotters, back in the olden days, you need to get a piece of paper that is this is, I don't even know if the ink is going to transfer onto this thing. I just want to show you how blotters are supposed to work. Okay, where's the pen I just had? There it is. Big moppy pen. And back in the olden days, I mean, the ink is just puddling on that thing. So you take a blotter, and you do that, and it was blotted. And if it was real paper, it wouldn't smear like that. But this is sort of wax paper. So anyway, blotters. And a friend of mine was here yesterday, and he said, he looked at this and he giggled and he said, "You're lying, Pierre. You liar. You're a liar." And because my otherwise tidy drafting table. Does this look tidy to you? I mean, how do I get anything done? I'd like to know. I'm one of these people that needs to have everything in front of me, and I have to see everything. You know, there's a famous, I'm like the Death of Sardanapalus. There's a famous painting by Delacroix, I think, which shows, you know, it's a huge painting. It's about, you know, the size of a suburban house, not quite a mega mansion, but a house. It's a huge painting, and, you know, a human would be maybe this big at the Louvre up there. You know, there's probably a tropical rainforest worth of lumber in the ooh-la-la frame. And then you've got Sardanapalus, right? He's right about here. He's in his bed, and he's dying. Death of Sardanapalus. He was some Roman emperor or something. And, you know, he's going to die, and he's not happy about it, but he's not going to be alone in his death. So he instructed all of his slaves to bring all of his junk to his bedroom, and so he could see it all, and it's all going to go with him. So he's got, you know, trunks full of money and jewelry and slaves and more slaves and his concubines, big boobs, and his other big boobed concubines. They're here being led in by the centurions, you know, because they're all going to die, and they know they're going to die because this guy's going to die, and he's insisting everyone go with him. His horse is being brought in. His horse is going to die. The horse is too stupid to know that that's going to happen, but I think Delacroix, you know, had the horse's eyes really big and his mouth going, oh no, 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 Wilbur, Sardanapalus. Anyway, it's, all of this was happening, and that's what I'm like. I have to have everything around me. I have to see everything I own, because I'm greedy. And no, it's not that. It's, I need to have the tools right in front of me. I need to have my eraser right here. This is an eraser, by the way. I know it looks like a petrified turd, but it isn't. It's an art gum eraser. Anyway, that, a kneaded eraser, they're called. Kneaded eraser. And I need my pens, and I need my ink. And why do I need my turquoise ink and my red ink and my other color ink? Why do I need those here? I should put them away. Can I just do that? Do you think I could just put things away so my desk is clear and my mind is clear, so when I can do a job, it's completely empty? No, that does not work. I have to have it. I have to be like Sardanapalus here. I have to have my horse. I have to have my concubines with the big boobs. No, they're not. I don't have those kind of concubines. I have different ones, and I just have to have them all around me. And it's sad. It's really sad. Tell me that it's sad. Look, I have one more empty page, and then I can throw this away. I can throw this piece of paper away. I should have thrown it away 5 years ago when I printed them wrong, but no, I had to keep them. I wouldn't throw them away, I'd recycle them. But anyway, so what am I going to draw? I'll draw my work desk. I'll draw the ideal work desk and my work desk next to each other. So here's the ideal work desk, dotted line. Here's the Per Gustafson work desk. This is the otherwise tidy. This is the reality. So a tidy work desk would have, this is a friend of mine in my building is the polar opposite of me. He's a very talented cartoonist and draftsman, and he has a drawing table with one drawing on it. He's doing one job at a time. And it's if you went to MIT down the street and you got their most delicate measuring device, you would see that the distance from that edge of that paper to that corner of his drawing desk, that was exactly equal to the 1/1000th of an inch to that. And I don't think he actually measures it, but that's just how he does it. And then there's a pencil and a pen and another pencil or another pen. Maybe there's two pens and a pencil. There's like the three tools he needs: the pencil, the drawing pen, and maybe a thicker drawing pen for filling in the big dark areas. 3 things. And he might have a ruler, but his ruler is probably over here off the table. And these are probably, there's one thing on the table, the drawing. You know, I don't know how I could live that way. I need to have, here's what I need to have. Here's the thing I'm working on. Here's something that I worked on, you know, a few minutes earlier that I didn't finish. Or maybe I finished. Maybe I finished that drawing 3 months ago, and it's still sitting here. Here's a check from a year and a half ago that has to be deposited. Yep. Tell me about it. It actually doesn't, that's not my check. But, right, you know, here I have a little thing that has brushes and it has the scissors in it. It's like it's right here. It doesn't have one pair of scissors, it has 2 pairs of scissors. Now I have, right over here, there's this drawer, that has that drawer right there, that has scissors in it. So why can't I just put them? Why can't I put the scissors in the drawer? Is there some reason why my brain can't do that? So I've got other things here, and I've got a pen, because they're not parallel. Here, these are parallel. These are all higgledy-spiggledy, acute, obtuse angles to each other, just chaos. And then ink, ink bottle, coffee cup. There's probably a dead cat on my table here somewhere. I don't think there is, but there should be. There should be a kitchen sink and a dead cat. So what is the value of this to this, to me? Why do I need that? Does it help me draw? Does it help me think? Does it inspire me in some way? Does looking at the angles of this and the shadows that this little still life is making, is that actually inspiring in some way deep down in my little head? Sometimes having artwork that I did, or 3 jobs on my desk, sometimes that's good. So let's say here's a job, I'm working on a monogram, A, B, C, and here's a job, I'm doing a awful house portrait. And here's another job where I'm doing something else. And each of these drawings, I have to draw this one maybe, very carefully in pencil, and this one maybe I'm still in the design stages, and this is loosey-goosey with I don't have to be exact. And this one is really, really, really exact, because this is going to be engraved, and they want it to look like an architecture drawing. And so I have to, so these 3 whole different ideas are happening on my desk at the same time. And sometimes when I'm working on 3 things at once, the similarities and differences that are happening in my brain, the brain cells are firing and borrowing things from each other, because I'm working on 3 things. And sometimes that's good. One thing will sort of inform and inspire how I draw the next thing. And that's the value I get in seeing a few drawings happening at the same time. If I see just one drawing all by itself, I might finish this faster, but I'm not being interrupted, so I might not get a better idea as I'm drawing, because I'm distracted by these other things, which makes me look at this thing afresh. Like, why can't I be more loosey-goosey with this drawing when, if it was just the one thing I was working on, it might turn out less good because of the focus that I have on it. It may turn out a lot better. I don't know the answer to that. Now, why I need to have ink, a bottle of red ink, on my table when I don't have any jobs that I have to do with red ink, I don't know. So that's the issue. Again, anything you can do to help me out, let me know in the comments section below. Thank you much.